I think we've grown to a size where we can be a little bit impersonal, and I think if we have a newsletter on an ongoing basis, everybody's aware of the major changes in the company, what's going on and what's not going on, and maybe they can make their own suggestions about future direction of the company as well. I suppose the main thing I'm looking for is that everybody can embrace how we're moving ahead as a company. I think there's a lack of communication at times within the organisation, and by doing this, hopefully we can address some problems that we may have had in the past. Well, as I'm investing my own time, I hope everybody reads the company newsletter. Part of the idea of doing this video element to it is that maybe people who don't really embrace reading things, they can see me and they can maybe see some of the other guys and girls in the company that are doing it themselves, and that's what I think is important. I certainly think the newsletter should inform everybody of any major changes in the company. For example, some of the exciting developments we've got on tenders. We've got a lot of new people joining in this head office that people aren't aware of, and people who can make a difference to our satellite offices as well. There are a number. I'll start off in no particular order, as they say on the X Factor. We've got a guy now who's going to help us with tenders. Obviously, we've got a PR department now, or a marketing department, and I think it's important that people understand how relevant these two people are to the company. I think it's important to also explain about the fact that we've won this All Wales tender. Maybe people outside of Wales won't realise the impact that has. Well, it has a major impact, because the growth of our Welsh office through this All Wales tender will impact on investment that we can have outside of Wales. And I think the last thing is to tell everybody that they're not in splendid isolation, that we're all part of the same company, and the success of one part of it, or the lack of success of one part, has an impact on every other part of the business.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Jeff.
No problem.